Hello everyone those interested and would like to listen to what I have to say, like when Khalil Gibran spoke in the Prophet. And in the Prophet by Khalil Gibran's epilogue, I quote, "And now it was evening, and Al-Mitra the seeress said, 'Blessed be this day, and this place, and your spirit that has spoken.' And he answered, 'Was it I who spoke? Was I not also a listener?' Think not that I say these things in order that you may say the one to the other, 'He praised us well, he saw but the good in us.' I only speak to you in words of that which you yourselves know in thought. And what is word, knowledge, but a shadow of wordless knowledge? Your thoughts and my words are waves from a sealed memory that keeps records of our yesterdays." Unquote. So this is a continuation from the Shi'as, Imam Mahdi, and why I am drawn towards Imam Muhammad Tawhidi. So today I was thinking that a new prophet had come to the pagans of Arabia, and the Abrahamic religions prior to Islam. And so there were big people, priests, rabbis, and the pagan sages perhaps. So Muhammad was saying to them that he's a prophet, and this is what God has communicated to his heart. So can you imagine that time when Muhammad was speaking against the idols and idol worship? Surely then he must have offended many of the protectors of the gods, idols in the Kaaba, who may have wanted to kill him. But we were told they didn't, because Abu Talib alayhi salam was there to protect him. And he didn't pick a sword up against those who wanted to kill him at that time, or were offended so much that they wanted to hurt him also. And they were throwing stones at him. And his cousin Imam Ali alayhi salam was getting in the way, protecting Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi. Now, after thinking of all this, it doesn't make sense. I cannot imagine that Prophet Muhammad would want his followers, the Muslims, to do the same thing the pagan elders did, or the Jewish rabbis did, or the Christian priests would have done. But they didn't. They had a peace discussion in Mubahala, and the Ethiopian priest had given them protection from the pagans of Makkah. And so we see in the movie The Message how Bilal is the companion of the Prophet. When he takes a message of Prophet Muhammad, to Abu Sufyan, how he is treated, punished, whipped, and then they've put a brick on him. So could the Muslims turn out to be like that later on, when Islam is well established, and when they have the power now to do this, punish the ones who become apostates? Surely not. Because do you see this? It doesn't make sense. When the Prophet was stoned, he didn't go after those people, children who were stoning him in Makkah. And only Imam Ali alayhi salam was trying to protect the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi. So I don't think this makes sense that afterwards the Muslims would punish their sinners by stoning and whipping, and the if they turn from the apostates. And who are the apostates? The hypocrites who wanted to cause a lot of discord and fights among the Muslim community then, and even now, the enemies of Islam. Okay, I will quote from the Quran, Ayat Surah Nisa, Ayat 61. And when it is said to them, come to what Allah has sent down and to the messenger, you see the hypocrites turn away from you with aversion. And Surah 63, they, the hypocrites, are those of whom Allah knows what is in their hearts. So turn aside from them. Do not punish them, but admonish them, and speak to them an effective word to reach their inner selves. So speak to them. We are told to speak to them words that would reach their souls. So we Shia Muslims are not allowed to attack their mosques, and far be it from that, or assault them in any way. Here there's a verse 41, Ayah 41. How will it be then when we bring from each nation a witness, and we bring you, O Muhammad, in brackets, sallallahu alaihi wa alihi, as a witness against these people? On that day, those who disbelieved and disobeyed the messenger will wish that they were buried in the earth, but they will never be able to hide a single fact from Allah. So we Shia Muslims say that this witness will be an Imam of the time. He will be Imam Mahdi, the proof of Allah on this earth, who will bear witness against those who have distorted Islam and disbelieved and are hypocrites and have killed certain Muslims and non-Muslims in aggression or injustice, unfairly. So the Quran, Surah Nisa, you have heard that verse which says, speak to them of words which reach to their very souls, inner selves. And had they come to question us about this, against how we why we say that these things against some of the Sahabas and the wives of Prophet Muhammad. But they hype their people up and really get them to, attack us, kill us, assault us. And they have been increasing their powers against the Shia Muslims and those whom they can get just for, I think it's all political, because religion doesn't allow us. As I've put forth the reason, how can it be that when Prophet Muhammad started his mission of, spreading Islam through the mouth, to make others understand what God was communicating to him, against the elderly pagans. So, of course, there would be a reaction against Prophet Muhammad, because he was bringing this Abrahamic religion, a new prophet in this Abrahamic religion. And so the Christians were questioning this, the Jews were questioning whether he was a true prophet, and the pagans certainly would not, agree to him. So if he was dishonoring the elderly pagans who were protecting the Kaaba with the gods and goddesses, how is it that later on, when Prophet Muhammad's followers get the power, they would go and kill these people, just and become so violent and aggressive? There is a verse in the Surah Nisa that be not aggressive and unjust. So many verses about being good and just, fair, and soft, taking care of others. There's so many good verses there in the Quran. Why not focus on this rather than the violent verses that we have? God does not do an atom's worth of injustice to his people, to his creatures, to his creation. Why not see this? To give to the orphans, to not chastise the beggar, and fulfill his needs, to be good to the wayfarers, to be kind and compassionate. And my real life example is when they threatened to burn our Imam Barga. We used to sit there and just to protect our Imam Barga. That's why. I was younger, so I was with my father. And so I'm doing this because I was so proud to be a Muslim, because of Imam Hussein's grand sacrifice. With Imam Hussein's grand sacrifice, he has proved to the world how lofty Islam is, how truthful Islam is. And I really don't understand those who object to our commemoration of Imam Hussein's sacrifices in Karbala during Muharram. I just feel that they are so hard-hearted, and who object to our crying for Imam Hussein alayhi salam. So I have to do more research and waiting for Imam Mahdi to bring the true Islam and to correct what's wrong in all of us, the hypocrisy and where we have gone wrong. So waiting for Imam Mahdi Ajalallahu Ta'ala Farajam to bring the true Islam, where it's been so much distorted and so much this thing, the way it's brought about now, it's too much. But before that, like Islam is about killing those who say things against the Sahabas, hating them blindly because they are hyped up, they are misinformed, prejudiced against Shia Muslims, and blasphemy, mobs gathering to kill the person. Prophet Muhammad, God would have told Prophet Muhammad how Aisha annoyed him using such words against him, insulting him. The Sahabas have insulted him, some of the Sahabas. So do not insult the Prophet Muhammad, honor him. There and then Allah would have sent verses saying that kill them, stone them to death, stone Aisha to death, whip her at times when she was so abusive towards Prophet Muhammad. And then when Imam Ali's time, alayhi salam, she's been out with Muawiyah. You see, this is what we say, the Shia Muslims, that the enemies of Islam, the hypocrites, they were distorting Islam, insulting Prophet Muhammad, duping him, annoying him, and Prophet Muhammad didn't take any action against them. But the point here is that these very terrorists, enemies of Islam, what they've wanted, the followers are here worshipping the Sahabas as idols, infallible, and some of the wives of the Prophet who annoyed, insulted, abused, and poisoned Prophet Muhammad. So their followers, this is what they wanted. And this is what has come up with ISIS and the enemies of Shia Muslims. That they act like the aggressive pagans of Arabia, Jahil, ignorant, torturing, tormenting, and really, like bullying. So those who don't believe in Islam the way they believe in, and whom they honor so much, the Sahabas, hyped up, and wives, don't say anything, you will go to the pits of hell, and this is totally haram. So no, we are supposed to be like academics, increase our knowledge, find out, do research, see all sides and everything, like see what the premise is, do deductions, apply philosophy, and be very, very patient, and not applying our emotions, and not being brainwashed, and killing people on blasphemy, and making their lives hell for as long as they live now, going after them, their family members, destroying everything of theirs. This is prehistoric, pre-Islamic jahilat, ignorance, aggression and violence, blind following, without, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, go to China, means China if you have to, for knowledge. Okay, I have to end this now and leave you with God's blessings, and much grateful. Thank you so much.